You guys, something feels different this time. Seriously. The energy around Park Jimin in Las Vegas right now feels almost unreal. Not just exciting. Not just chaotic. But mysterious. Like something huge is about to happen. And honestly, the second fans started noticing the unusual tension surrounding BTS's arrival ahead of the AMA's 2026, the entire internet completely lost control. Because suddenly there were whispers everywhere. Rumors. Tiny clues. Cryptic posts. People saying Jimin might be preparing a secret surprise performance for the American music event on the 25th. And you guys. The possibility alone was enough to send ARMY into absolute panic. Because if there's one thing everyone knows by now, it's this. Whenever Jimin prepares something special, he never does it halfway. Never. He transforms moments into memories. And somehow, before the AMA's performance has even happened yet, fans already feel like they're standing on the edge of something unforgettable. It started the moment BTS arrived in Las Vegas later than expected. Airport clips spread online almost instantly. The heavy security. The rushed movement through the terminal. The exhausted but focused expressions on the members' faces. Everything about the arrival felt unusually intense. And in the middle of all that chaos, there was Jimin. Calm. Beautiful. Almost unreadable. Honestly, can we talk about the way he looked during that arrival? Because something about him felt different. Not cold. Not distant. But focused in a way fans immediately noticed. His blonde hair softly falling across his forehead. The oversized dark hoodie. The way his eyes moved carefully through the crowd while security surrounded him from every direction. And yet despite all the pressure, he still smiled at fans. Still waved softly. Still made people feel seen. That's what destroys ARMY every single time. No matter how overwhelming things become, Jimin never loses that warmth. But this time? There was something else too. Something hidden beneath the softness. Anticipation. Like he was carrying a secret nobody else fully understood yet. And honestly, maybe he was. Because only hours after BTS arrived in Vegas, rumors about the upcoming AMA's performance exploded across social media. Fans started connecting tiny details together. Dance staff entering rehearsal locations late at night. Reports about unusual stage preparations. Industry insiders hinting that BTS were planning something unexpected. And somehow, Jimin's name kept appearing at the center of all of it. Again. And again. And again. At first, fans thought maybe it was just another internet theory. But then rehearsal clips started leaking. Tiny blurry videos. A silhouette under stage lights. A familiar movement. And ARMY instantly recognized it. Jimin's dancing. You guys. How does he even have a dance style that recognizable? One shadow. One movement. And fans already knew it was him. That's power. That's artistry. And suddenly the theories became even louder. People started saying Jimin might reveal a completely new intro performance. Others believed he was preparing a surprise dance break unlike anything BTS had shown before. Some fans even started wondering if he might debut a brand new look live on stage. And honestly, the mystery itself became addictive. Because Jimin is one of those artists who understands anticipation perfectly. He knows how to create moments people obsess over before they even happen. And somehow, without saying a single word publicly, he already had the entire internet emotionally spiraling. Meanwhile, Las Vegas itself began transforming into BTS territory. Purple lights everywhere. Fans crowding hotels. ARMY bombs glowing across the city late into the night. Even people who weren't attending the event could feel the energy building. Because this didn't feel like just another award show anymore. It felt bigger. Especially after everything BTS had just experienced during the Arirang tour. The emotional concerts. The unforgettable Stanford performances. The overwhelming airport moments. The non-stop love from fans across America. It felt like all those emotions were leading toward this exact moment. Toward the AMA's stage. Toward whatever surprise Jimin had been secretly preparing. And honestly, the thought alone gave people chills. Because if there's one thing Jimin does better than almost anyone else, it's emotional storytelling through performance. Not just dancing. Not just singing. Feeling. That's what makes him extraordinary. He performs emotions in ways that feel almost impossible to explain. One look from him can break your heart. One movement can make an entire stadium scream. One smile can instantly comfort millions of people around the world. And somehow, knowing that he might be preparing something secretive for the AMAs made everything feel even more intense. Fans began rewatching old performances late into the night, trying to guess what kind of surprise could possibly be coming. Would it be emotional? Powerful? Soft? Explosive? Honestly, maybe all of it. Because that duality is Jimin's signature. And just when you thought the anticipation couldn't grow any stronger, another moment happened. One that completely shattered the internet emotionally. Late at night, fans gathered outside a rehearsal location in Las Vegas after rumors spread that BTS were practicing there. The streets felt electric. Cars lined the roads. Security teams moved carefully around the area. Fans waited quietly, hoping for even the smallest glimpse. And then suddenly, Jimin appeared. Only briefly. Just for a moment. But you guys. The atmosphere changed instantly. Even from a distance, he looked unreal under the Vegas nightlights. Blonde hair glowing softly. Black mask covering part of his face. Eyes slightly tired but incredibly focused. And honestly, he looked nervous. Not scared. Not uncomfortable. Just emotionally concentrated in that deeply human way Jimin sometimes gets before important performances. That tiny detail alone made fans even more emotional. Because beneath the global superstar image, you could still see the artist. The person who genuinely cares. The performer who still pours his entire heart into every stage. And then something happened that sent ARMY into complete chaos. As Jimin entered the building, he suddenly stopped for a second and looked back toward the fans waiting outside. Just 1 second. One tiny pause. But then he smiled. A real smile. Soft. Almost playful. And after that, he raised one finger to his lips. Like a secret. Like he knew something nobody else knew yet. You guys. The internet exploded. Within minutes, clips of that moment flooded social media everywhere. Fans immediately started screaming about a secret spoiler. Some believed he was teasing the rumored surprise performance. Others thought it might hint at a solo stage moment. And honestly, the more people replayed the clip, the crazier the theories became. But maybe the most emotional part wasn't even the theories themselves. It was Jimin's expression. Because there was excitement in his eyes. A quiet excitement. The kind artists get when they're preparing something meaningful. Something they can't wait to share with the people they love. And suddenly the anticipation surrounding the AMAs became overwhelming. Fans couldn't sleep. Timelines moved non-stop. Everyone kept asking the same question. What is Jimin planning? And honestly, that question became almost impossible to escape. Because the closer the event gets, the more intense everything feels. The rehearsals. The secrecy. The emotional energy surrounding BTS in Las Vegas. It all feels like the calm before something unforgettable. And maybe that's exactly why fans are so emotional right now. Because deep down, ARMY knows moments like this don't happen often. These rare periods where anticipation, mystery, emotion, and excitement all collide together before a major performance. And when it comes to Jimin, those moments usually become legendary. As the lights of Las Vegas continue glowing late into the night and fans wait anxiously for the AMA's stage to finally reveal its secrets, one thing has already become clear. Something special is coming. Something emotional. Something powerful. And somewhere behind closed rehearsal doors in Vegas, while the entire world waits breathlessly for the next move, Jimin is quietly preparing a moment that ARMY may never forget.